Hi there and welcome to the Knife Nook. Let's see what we've got going on today.
Okay, hey guys, today we got a handy little knife. I was doing some light electrical work today, changing out some receptacles. Had some bad receptacles in the kitchen, so as you see there, they're looking pretty rough. Had to change, me and her went up to Home Depot the other day and got some receptacles and did that. But reached for this knife right here, one of these electricians knives, CAMILLUS, New York, USA. How many of y'all got one of these knives? You know, and actually used it. Here's a little closer look at the knife. About 2.5 inch blade. I think it's carbon steel. Slip joint. You got like the Delrin handle. You got the lanyard fob. Pin construction. Here's the back of it, just real quick. Full flat grind. As you guys.
Sturdy little knife.
Yes, very sturdy little knife. And
my mom had one.
Okay, you want to take the camera here?
Yep.
And like I said, how many of you guys have one of these knives? It's a handy knife. It truly is. This right here. I could reach for all different type of tools in the kitchen. Like I got my. I actually used this also, the needle nose on it to snip some wires. I didn't snip some wires. Actually, I bent some wires. Yeah. This is why I reached for this knife today. I mean, I got flathead screwdrivers and everything like that, but this knife has a flathead screwdriver, a little pry bar, and actually it has a liner lock on it too. Here's a little closer look, which is kind of cool. If you see there, that liner, it actually fits in that groove. Rather than sitting in front of it, there's actually like a dedicated cutout groove here. And the walk and talk, you got a halfway stop on it, but and we'll see that groove. Yeah, there. Yeah, and it locks in pretty nice, but it came in pretty handy today, and looks like it has like a little bit of an edge here. It's kind of cool because this side is like saber grind, and then it gets thicker here.
I was gonna say it almost looks like the tip is like thicker.
Yeah, like a screwdriver.
Yeah.
As you see the spine, the same like the knife all the way through, but and then actually look, it has like a little right here. If you look here, there's like a little dedicated finger choil there too. So, I mean, I got small hands. That's what it looks like in my hands. This is more of a tool. So I keep it in the little handyman drawer that I got here in the kitchen. Because it's so much easier than keeping a bunch of different tools. You just keep your multi-tool in this. Yeah, and like I said, I got leather. I got multi-tools, Leatherman waves, my Gerber, and all that stuff is handy too. But I really never get to use this knife, and I got to use it today. And here's one of the examples how I got to use this knife today. Here, hold this camera. And actually, that flathead right there. That flathead right there fits in this faceplate screw, and it's these faceplate screws. You can usually do that, and then use your finger and then work them out like that. You know, I'd like to put in a mention at this point that some of the screws around this place are incredibly long. Yeah, longer than they should be, in my opinion. And this is an aftermarket faceplate. Usually you see those stock plastic ones, and if you use too much torque on them, they crack. And that's when you want to use like a screwdriver, a handheld or something like that, other than something like a power tool or anything like that, because you can over tighten it and crack them. And then it's only about 50 cents or whatever for a new faceplate, but for a plastic one. But now you got a crack split right there, which is kind of weird looking. But here's a metal one, and just to show you guys a closer look, how bad that receptacle was. So what I did, most guys just pull, they shut the breaker off. Usually they shut the breaker off, which I did, and then this little power tool came in handy to back these screws out. And once I freed that up, I went ahead and pulled it out from the wall. And most guys will just snip the wire, snip, and then re-strip the wire with wire strippers. But I didn't cut it. I just used the existing wires and the existing loops. So I just backed these out. And if you guys ain't aware of this, like these screws here, when you hit them on reverse, they will eat up your bits. Because they get to a certain point right there, see, where it snags and it just wants to jump, and it will eat your bit up. So like I said, most guys will just snip that wire and just re-strip it and then re-bend it and everything. But I know I just use the existing stuff, so I just backed it out like that and used this this thing. Actually, it fits in there. And it was really easy to pry that wire back out and bend it how I needed to, manipulate it to where I was able to free that wire back up. And that's just another example of how I used this right here. First, I was like, I didn't know what this was, this little hump in the blade that cut out, and then my dumb ass didn't know what it was. And then I actually closed the blade just to show you the action on this knife again.
That is nice.
And yeah, the walk and talk on this American-made Camillus knife is really nice.
It's so that you can reach the nick on the knife.
Yeah, so you can access the nail nick. So this side does not lock. The knife doesn't lock, but still really sharp. And here, let me reach over here. I give you guys a quick cut test with just paper. You could use this knife, I mean, for cutting wire and stuff like that. But as you see, it's pretty sharp. Some old school stuff. So some old school type of metal. I think it's carbon steel, but nonetheless, I mean, it's sharp enough to do what you need to do.
Most of the old Camilluses, though, you can get them pretty sharp.
Oh yeah, and like I said, I haven't even sharpened this, but I could probably like I keep it just in the tool bag. So I reached for this one today. Figured I'd share this one with y'all. I'm sure you guys have seen them. Probably wondered, some of y'all out there probably wonder what that is. Yeah, that's just kind of like a flathead pry, which is good for not just these receptacles, but they're also great for switch plate receptacles, you know, everything that's universal here, and also upper head fixtures and stuff like that. So if you don't, you know, if you're going to be up in a attic space or whatever, and you don't want to be carrying your screwdriver with you or whatever, or your dedicated multi-tool, and you're going to be doing some type of trim out, you know, electrical trim out, this would be a great little option. I mean, you know, there's other options, but they did make this as a electrical knife, so just wanted to share it with y'all today. And let me know how many of y'all got one of these in your bag. I think they made them in Japan, but this is a USA one made by Camillus. I hope you guys liked the video. If you made it this far, give me that thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.